Oh, well, hello there again, friends and family. So good to see you again today. And hey, as you can see, we're all back in Alice. So if you'd like to come along, you know what day today is. Yes, sir. It's Fast Food Friday. And thank y'all for all your donations. They're super thanks. And sending them to me too, because it's all of you who make this possible for us to go to. So we can't thank you all so much. The Kitty Crew thanks you, and I thank you. May God bless you all. So hey, let's all jump in, get buckled up, and let's head out for another fun and exciting episode of Fast Food Friday with a twist. So as you can see, it's a beautiful day here in the deep south of Alabama, in my neighborhood. Oh yeah, partly cloudy skies, or as I'd like to think, mostly sunny. And we're going to head her on out and see what we can see and what we can have because of all of you to treat us today. And of course, like always, there'll be plenty to share. I don't mind, and neither does the Kitty Crew. Woo. We could use a little road repair. But look at that sky. It might not be bright blue. It's got some hazy clouds. But we'll take that because it's about 57 degrees. And it's been a rather chilly week. So I can't complain about today. And this week's been a trying one. And I want to thank you all for your prayers and kind thoughts and wishes for my health conditions. Yep. We thank you all. But like I say, it's been a trying week. And of course I had that biopsy to go to. Well, you know, folks, sometimes life doesn't turn out as you planned. And that would be the case for this week. Yep, the new year all started off nice and bright, but it would rapidly deteriorate starting Tuesday on the 2nd. And what might you think that could be? Well, there's a lot of sickness still going around. There's still some of that CV out there, as you may know. And of course now we got the RSV going around rather heavily. And then of course there's the normal things. The colds and the flu. Ooh, gas is still holding at 277.9. I hope it's holding in your area. As always, let us know if you want to. Seems like there's something going on in this church. But I fear it's not a wedding. It's the celebration of the end of life. Because they're also preparing in the cemetery across the street from my house. Yep. Someone is no longer with us again. As you get older, that starts to happen quite a lot. But today, Fast Food Friday, is going to have a little bit of a twist. And I'll tell you a little more about that when we get a little closer to where we're going on this episode. But back to how the week went. The week started out fine on Monday, the 1st. The 2nd was Tuesday. And things started to go north, as we call it in the South. Those of you north of the Mason-Dixon call things going south. But anyway, it started with my son's family all starting to come down with something. that had been rather quite severe. Yep. And he was the last to come down with it, bless his heart. But he finally had to make the call early Wednesday morning to let Papa know he was deathly ill and wouldn't be able to take me to my biopsy or pick me up. His wife, my daughter-in-law, had been sick, and to make matters worse, little Thomas, my grandson, my new one, which is 8 months old, was sick as well. And then I had not been doing well at all either. Well, it wasn't a major tragedy, but you know, I have COPD and what have you, and they had been acting up. It always does in the cold weather. Now I know many of you have it too, so you know what I mean. Anybody with respiratory ailments, once the old cold wind blows, we struggle. And sometimes we have flare-ups. And that's what happened to me. So I had to make that call Wednesday morning to let my urologist in the hospital know that I wasn't feeling up to it by any means. And my whole family was down and sick. So we've had to reschedule that. I really didn't want to, because I've been real anxious about it. I just want to get it over with and find out what we got. But that's what I get back to. Sometimes life doesn't go as planned. Sometimes it throws you a fastball, and sometimes it throws you a curve. Yeah, you can see we're pulling in here. And we got some options. Yes, we do. And you won't know where, because I'm not going to tell you. But here's our options. The Great Wall, which is our fine Chinese restaurant that I eat at a time or two. We got Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. And I might say, I'm not sure all Papa John's make a fine of pizzas ours does here. But there's one thing about it. They don't scrimp on the toppings. And they're of good quality too. And then of course, you got Subway. You know, eat fresh. So we're going to pull on right in here. And y'all can unbuckle and come in if you like. So you won't, nope, you'll just sit in the car and start guessing which of the three y'all are going to treat me on Fast Food Friday today. Well, y'all, we're back in the car. Did y'all peek and see where I went? Well, I hope you're writing your guesses down. Was it the Great Wall, Papa John's, or Subway? You won't know till we get back home. But we got one more stop to make. Y'all know where that's going to be. Yeah, we got to pick up the Kitty Crew's favorite treat. So we're heading there now. And that's the main location of Superfoods right there. We haven't been there in a long while. I took you there once. And that's only because on this side of the river, this being the west side, sales tax is higher by 2%. Yep, so by going to the Superfoods on my side of the river, I saved 2% automatically. Just in food sales tax. Yeah, I know. Not all states tax the food, but we still do. Now, the state of Alabama passed a law last year. They tried to get rid of the sales tax on food, but they decided to only cut it by 1%. Yep, that's pretty sad. Well, here we go. We're on our way to where we can savor the flavor of the South. It won't take us but a minute. And I can already see it's signed. Yep, you knew it. It would be Jack's. And for those of you not fortunate enough to have one, I really wish you did. Because it's good food at a good price, or at least it's the lowest of all the fast foods around my area. Yes, I'd like to get the 12-piece chicken fingers.
What's your dip sauce?
Ranch, please.
Alright, the 12-piece barrel ranch. Anything else for you?
That'll be all.
Alrighty, yes sir. It's going to be $16.49.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, that'll give the Kitty Crew treats, not only for today, but throughout the weekend. And they just want to say thank you. Spooky sometimes gives me one or two. Yeah, but he's pretty stingy with the treats. Hey, y'all quiet down in the car. I can hear y'all typing away on your phones and trying to figure out what I got me. Or more or less, what you got me when we were over at the other place.
How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, young man?
Good, sir.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. You have a blessing, sir.
You too. God bless you. Thanks, sir. He's a very nice young man, don't you think? You see, that's one thing I like about the South. We still are polite and use respect. Well, we're back off. To the house we go. I'm sure you're still wondering what I got. And I'm not telling you. You'll see it when we get home to the little old country kitchen. Come on, guy. I have noticed since gas prices have got so high, these SUVs are not as fast as they once were. Of course, they're not as high as they once were in 2022. Remember all that. But hey, y'all sit back. No arguing and fighting. I don't know who will be right or wrong with your guesses. Y'all still got time to figure it out. And we'll talk more when we get to the house. Yeah, we're back in the neighborhood. I didn't want to bore you with just the same old ride. You've all made the trip many a times if you've been with the channel for any time. Well, you know what this is all about. Yep. I wonder what's going on at that church that we passed by that had so many cars. Every parking space was full. Even at the church across the street. But I'm thinking, yep, they got the tent out. You can see it right there, the little blue tent through the cedar trees. Yep, we'll be getting a new neighbor today. That's sad. Someone's loved one, part of their friends and family, has finally passed away and left us all again. And here we are, at my little piece of paradise in the deep south of Alabama. And somebody's calling me on the phone. Well, that was my son giving me a call saying he's not 100%, but he's almost there. At least, like he said, he's not coughing up blood no more. So all good. So I can now call my urologist and reschedule my biopsy. And hopefully this time we'll make it there. And as always, we're praying as well as hoping. And I know y'all are praying too. or good news. But we only have to wait and see. Hey, let's get on in and get to fixing up some food. And then you can see if your guess was right. Where did old Mr. Tom go? What did you buy him on this Fast Food Friday as a treat? Oh, here y'all are. Oh, you know what it is, don't you? What do you say, Speedy? Do you know what that is? Huh? Cleo, you're being awful standoffish. Do you know what this is? Cleo. Oh, you're just being Cleo. You're being a grumpy kitty. Look at her. She's being grumpy kitty, isn't she? It's just not been her day. Well, hey, let's get on in. And I'll get to slicing and dicing you up some of your favorite chicken tenders. Okay? You want some? Speedy, you want some, baby? Well, Speedy does. So let's head her on. Oh, here they go, heading to the porch. They know what it's all about. Well, let me through, guys and girls, and we'll be fixing them up, and we'll be right back. Well, y'all, we're back in the little old country kitchen, and we got to get prepping up these chicken tenders, you know, slicing and dicing for the kitty crew. So let's take a look at them and see what we got. Okay? Uh-oh. Something's went horribly wrong. Now, I clearly ordered and paid for a 12-piece chicken finger box with ranch. I got the ranch, but those aren't chicken tenders. Those are fries. So, hey, y'all, I got to make a run back, and it's going to take me a while. So y'all just hang out here and play with the kitty crew and Gracie till I return. Man, this ain't ever happened before. Jeez, no wonder Cleo got so standoffish and walked away. I guess she could tell. I should have checked before I left. So yeah, we're back at the little old country kitchen. And this time, when we peek over in the box, yeah, now that looks more like it. Well, that's the chicken tenders I should have had the first time. So yeah, I had to run on back. In between running over there, waiting on some fresh tenders to fry up, and getting back here, it was 35 minutes before I'd get back home. Of course, they were very apologetic. And they even told me that, you know, I could have any menu item that I wanted, and they'd comp it. But I didn't take advantage of that. No, I didn't. But I did go ahead and get a large sweet tea. Free. I thought that was good enough. And I did notice, because I've already counted them, instead of 12, they gave me 15. So I'm happy. And you know what? I didn't raise no Cain. I was very polite, and so were they. You know, because anybody can make a mistake. What I always used to tell my people at the workplace and in my life is, before you raise holy Cain, ask yourself, have you ever not made a mistake? But hey, let me get these all diced and cut up, and we'll get them out to the kitty crew, because it's getting late, and then I'll show you what you all bought me. Have you got all your guesses in? Gracie! Gracie! You want them? Gracie! 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 You do? There you go, sweetie. There you go. I won't take them from you. They're yours. I won't grab you up. There you go. Gracie, she just doesn't know what to think about. See, she gets her tail jiggling. She gets all excited. Don't you, Gracie? Look at your tail jiggling. You're just so happy. Go ahead, they're yours. You can eat them. Papa's not going to take them away. Well, she's checking them out. She's always been funny about people food. But trust me, she'll eat them. Yes, she will. Won't you, Gracie? My spoiled little princess of the house. Hey, I'm going to take some out to the kitty crew. You know, if you want to be spoiled and hold out for Meow Mix, I'll just take them out and feed them to them too. I bet when I come back, you'll be eating them up. Woo, here you go, guys. Now you know what it is, don't you? You do? What do you say? Huh? Meow? Oh, you know, don't you, Spooky? Yep. There you go. Can you say thank you to your viewers, your fans? Because they bought them for you. Yes, they did. Well, you can see they don't wait. They dig right in. We enjoy every bite. Now, granted, they get some tonight, and I'll save a few out for tomorrow night. And half of them will go in the freezer so they can have treats on next Friday and Saturday too. We stretch out the dollars because it just costs a pile. But I think you heard their excitement and their joy. And I think they were even saying thank you. As I say thank you to all of you who helped me with the kitty crew. But boy, it's chilly out here. And I've got to get in because I've still got to show you what I got that you bought for me today too. Have you guessed? Well, as you can see, Gracie, she's eating hers too. She just wanted to make sure the kitty crew wasn't getting something that she wasn't going to get. You might have thought she wasn't going to eat them up, but she will. She's always been funny about human food. Of course, she does just like Trix. She sneaks one out, and occasionally she'll pounce on it. I guess it's the panther in her. So yeah, that's what we got. Or you got me. I bet you would have never guessed. It was Subway. And there's a little history behind that. I have not been to Subway since I retired in 2018. Yeah, several times a year because of the long hours I worked. I'd pick me up one on the way to work. So when I got a chance, I could at least have some lunch. And I'd only eat half and bring the other half home to eat for my supper before retiring and laying down. And what made this all so better today is we had coupons. We get these sent to us about once a month in little sales flyers, and there'll be coupons for several of our local restaurants. And another reason I wanted to go to Subway was I've been seeing all these things on TikTok and YouTube Shorts where the price of Subways has gone through the roof. And I just thought, wow, I knew you couldn't buy a foot long anymore for $5. Last time I knew it was $6. Well, it's not even $6 no more. But let me show you what we got and everything, because I'm going to have to reheat it up because it's been an hour and a half since I bought it because of all the fiasco and the mistake Jack's made. And plus, they're just doing the video and sharing it with all of you. So this is what I got. Something I haven't had in 5 years or more. And that's their Philly cheesesteak. It's got steak and cheese. I got the provolone. And then it's got onions, red onions, green bell peppers, and I got their peppercorn ranch sauce. Now it's stone cold. So I've got to crank up the toaster oven and heat it on up. And I'll be cutting this into thirds, because that's plenty for this little old man with a bag of chips. But what did it cost? This is where you get to guess in the comments too. How much did you think this Philly cheesesteak with green peppers, onion, and provolone cheese on the Italian herbal cheese bread cost today at my local Subway. And I'm not going to tell you in this video, because I'm going to go ahead and heat this up and enjoy it. And then I'll post the price and a picture of the receipt over on my community tab. You know where it's at. And you'll be able to see how close you came. Or how far you were too far away. What's your thoughts? So hey, I need to get the toaster oven a cranking and enjoy my sandwich. It would have been nice to enjoy it hot the first time. But that's life. And YouTube. And the kitty crew, just like my children, always come first. But hey, let me know if you get these coupons too. Because what I found out is, and you will later see, maybe you can save some money, or maybe you can't. So hey, Gracie, she's back eating her chicken tenders. She's been digging right in. She's been a little pushed off this year lately. You know, me and her are having contract negotiations for YouTube. Yeah, she's wanting more treats. Ooh, I'm going to enjoy this. I think I'll put some horsey sauce on it. That'll, you know, lubricate it up. And get it back warm, throw it in that toaster oven, and toast it on up. Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. As you can see, I'm hungry. Yeah, it's getting late. The sun's already going down. And we started this fast food Friday around 2. So hey, let me get to eating, and look out for that price over on the community tab. And you'll get notifications if you got that little bell turned on. And of course, subscribe. And like always, I want to thank you all for your super thanks and your donations that make these videos all possible here in my little piece of paradise in the deep south of Alabama. Until we see you again on that next episode, y'all take care. Stay safe, stay warm. Do the best you can, whether you got a little bit or a lot. And may God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. Goodbye for now. Woo, I am hungry, Gracie. This has been an ordeal. Oh, later on.